guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Game, and to send me on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a new Let's Play episode of Undefeated. So yeah, before we jump into it, just want to let y'all know that our Patreon is now up for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel and get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming not safe for work videos. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alright. I should talk with him about that dream. I should talk with someone about it. But not him, or at least not now. He's had such a big day. I don't want to bring him down anymore. Maybe another time. It's all still kind of blah, you know? He nods. Sure, man. How's orientation? Redline rolls his eyes. Fucking boring. Oh my god, dude. The rest of the men in the library shift their eyes to us. He's back to being loud. We should leave. How about we chat somewhere else? Yes, please. I've looked at enough paper for one day. We step outside, moving just out of earshot of the library before continuing. God, it was a mess. Most of the guys were just talking all over each other. Theo could barely get a word in. But yeah, just basic expectations. The fights are going to be harder, and if we lose the first 3 after a promotion, you get demoted immediately. Normally it's a lot harder to drop ranks, but promotions are different. Oh, but hey, I can finally go to the immersion chamber. Not all the time, I mean, but now I won't get in trouble for being there. Ah, right, also, there's a party tonight. And you're going? Mm-hmm. And you're my +1. I'm not sure... Redline lets out a little whine. Any chance I could convince you? Ryan won't be there, he got fired. Is there any chance someone there will try to break your muzzle again? He pauses to think. I really don't like how long he has to think about this. Not that I know of. That's the least convincing answer he could have given me. Great. Fine, but I'm not wearing a swimsuit. He whines, but his tail is wagging. That's fine. And no throwing me in the water. The whine gets louder, but I stand my ground. You drive a hard bargain, but fine. Good boy. Oh. His ear twitches and his tail flicks before I can react. Before I can react, he's got me by the hand and leads the way toward the immersion chamber. It's starting right now. Let's go. Oh, that was quick. There's a party right now? What? He said there's a party tonight. Didn't he? He said tonight? That was quick. I try to pull my hand away, but he's still holding on so tight, so I opt to hold his as well. Red's tail wags faster now. Cute. It doesn't take too long for us to get to the immersion chamber, and the party's already set up. I mean, with significantly less people than at Ryan's party. But at least there's no line for the food. Or drinks. Redline grabs a beer out of a cooler and immediately cracks it. Ah, maybe, He pauses and looks at me, finishing off a swig before speaking. What's up? You want one? It's not really my favorite, but it's the best I got, I think. Take a water time. Whatever, it's not my business how much he drinks. But it is my business if he gets drunk and starts a problem. No, I'm good. I just, don't want to yell at him and ruin his good time. Maybe I can put a fun spin on it. My hand ruffles his head and I smile. Just be careful, okay? You're Tier 2 now. Don't want you getting drunk and having another fight. Concussions aren't good for yeens. Plus, I don't need to work out and carry you to the medbay again. He whines. Maybe that wasn't as fun of a spin as I thought. Sorry about that. Shit, yeah, he feels bad. Gotta divert. No, it's... Bonk. Bruce steps in from behind, dropping a fist playfully between Red's ears. His other hand reaches down, swiping the drink from Redline's paws. And yoink. Mine now. Hey, that's mine! Not tonight, it's not. They're gonna have announcements and you're gonna have to pay attention. Plus, this tastes like shit. We can get you better stuff some other time. No, it's fine, Hey, stop! Two start play wrestling after Bruce yanks Red's tail. Luckily, they manage to move away from the rest of the partygoers, but it's still a bit of a commotion. And what's with the tail, Stripes? You're giving the other guy an advantage with a handle like this. Hey, it's genetic! Up he goes, lifted off the ground by his tail. He actually lets out a little yell. Not a danger yell, so I know he's having fun, but still. What you gonna do if someone lifts you up like this, huh? Redline lunges for Bruce. Redline's lunging for Bruce, but the bigger man manages to swing him to the other side. He's dangling like a pendulum, grasping and struggling to get a hold of Bruce's arm. At least the rest of the men here don't seem to care, chatting amongst themselves as the music pounds. Something deep down tells me I should step in and help out, like I did with Cole a few weeks back, but... Bruce beaming as Redline barks through his laughter. I should be stressed, but this feels good. This feels right. I don't need to protect Redline, not from Bruce. Even if I don't trust Bruce all the way, it's not my place to tell Redline who to trust. He'll be okay. And Bruce is okay. He'll keep Redline safe if I can. I wipe a tear pulling at the edge of my eye as Red calls my name. Zan! Should we be doing this here? I gesture to all the tables and chairs and people trying to mingle, and both of them stop too. Right, let's go somewhere else. Slung over Bruce's back, Redline calmly waits as Bruce carries him to the shoreline. I follow. Once we reach our destination, Bruce tosses Redline up into the air, catching him as he falls and dropping to the ground with him. Ah! The two wrestle for a few seconds, with Redline's many attempts at calling for help silenced by another painful hold. Sand kicks up around the two, spraying me in the face. Zan! They end in some kind of pro wrestling hold. Red's torso is exposed while his arms and legs are getting pulled together to meet behind his back, forcing his whole body to contort painfully. Tag out! Tag out! Tag out? Red wiggles his hand, currently being contorted by Bruce. I cast a swift glance at the dino, who seems to be enjoying himself. There you go. Our eyes meet, and his wild grin quickly calms to a smile. He's content. He nods as if to give permission before going back to making Redline howl. There's a lot of people around. Well, not a lot, but enough that someone's going to see him be friendly with us. Friendly with Red's probably a lot less of an issue than being friendly with me, but Redline lets out a yelp and I shake back to my senses. Bruce has to be so generous as to wait for me to tag in, so I stumble forward and slap my hand against Red's. He goes free and flops into the sand while Bruce's massive arm reaches up to yank me down into a similar position. You ready? Without much warning or much resistance, I'm manhandled into a kneeling position. Bruce manages to keep my legs in place as he drapes his massive arm over my face. Like some kind of modified dragon sleeper? I can't see a thing under his arm like this. And now! My body jolts, a dangerous twinge of pain firing up through my spine. I can feel his knee keeping me in place, bent over it as his arm flexes. It's crazy how fast it comes. Even now when I'm trying to resist the hold, it's useless. Fuck. Fuck. I'm supposed to be flexible, but I can only take so much before it starts to feel like my spine is gonna snap. Bruce is jeering as some onlookers laugh, with Redline despairing loudly at my demise. I tap discreetly on Bruce's arm or leg or whatever part of him I can reach, and the pressure loosens immediately. The hold doesn't move. I can't move either, but with Bruce applying just enough resistance to keep me in place. I guess he's showing off to the crowd, or whatever amount of people are looking on. And Redline comes in with a save! Oof! I'm lifted ever so slightly up, shifted enough for Bruce to clothesline Red with his free arm. The sound of Red's impact against the sand was proof of what happened. Gah! That actually sounded a little painful, though I guess the sleeper hold wasn't too fun for me either. Bruce's weight shifts, and it sounds like Red's been hoisted up over his shoulder. This is like pro wrestling, right? Maybe I should try selling it a little more. I struggle a bit, and just like with my real resistance, the fake attempt doesn't move Bruce one bit. He does stand up, though, which is incredibly awkward for me. I plant my legs and lean back, but it still cranks my spine unnaturally. Better this than to let Bruce actually choke me. Hey, all you new Tier 2 fighters, come on down for your mandatory beatings. God damn it, he starts walking, parading me and Redline around on the sand. I can feel my face get hot, and I'm sure Redline is enjoying every second of this. This is non-negotiable, it's part of your contracts. Redline lets out a giggle, and Bruce laughs too. Hey, quit wagging your tail, help! The beast tosses Redline to the ground, with me immediately crashing down into him. We both lay there for a while, try to pretend I'm more hurt than I am. Bruce claps his hands. Line starts here, Pipsqueaks. Let's see if you earned your promotion. Eventually, Redline and I decide to get up off the ground. Well, I do, while Redline got in line behind the other newly promoted fighters for a second attempt at Bruce, which went about as well as anyone would have expected, but at least he's having a good time. And he's not drinking, which is also good. So, you know. The night goes on pretty quick once Bruce got their attention. I got some good food and the vibes are nice, and the occasional breeze makes the temperature just perfect. Once everyone's had their fill of challenging the champ, only Redline remains, who keeps diving back in for more. They have a bit of an audience that comes and goes, so at least there's entertainment that doesn't require me to make conversation with these people. After a bit longer, Redline finally calls it quits. And 3 tap-outs later, Bruce is finally done with the little guy. He slings Red over his shoulder and waltzes over it. The two are drenched in sweat. Yo, you want this? Please don't drop him on me. Boo, you're no fun. I'm gonna go grab some food. You want anything? I'm set, actually. Thanks, though. Stripes? Redline lets out a little wheeze, and Bruce chuckles, patting his ass. Let's get you some water. Bruce carries him off, and as they walk away, I catch the grin on Redline's face. It's not often I get to see him so thoroughly exhausted. And judging by the amount Bruce was sweating, he seems pretty tuckered out, too. And I'm only proven right when he sits down across from me at one of the little tables down by the beach. Well, more like collapses down. I'm surprised the chairs can hold that much weight and force. God, it's fucking mud, dude. Red also takes his place at the table, seated next to me with a plate full of food. Bruce's massive paw reaches over to ruffle Redline's hair, which he seems to immediately regret, shaking his hand to flick off his newly acquired hyena sweat. So you had fun? I don't know, did we? One look from Bruce is all it takes for Redline to let a little wine slip out of his throat. He's still leaning back in the chair, nearly limp. Yeah, we did. I don't think we've wrestled like that since... Damn, I can't remember. Not since the old man yelled at you. Oh yeah? How long ago was that? I don't know. Said he was scared you were gonna get hurt. Is that so? Yep. He said that, that was too strong, way too strong for you. I like your imagination, Red. He reaches over to ruffle Red's hair again, and smears the sweat from his hair onto the hyena's face. Does fur always collect this much sweat? Yeah. Yes. That sucks. Yep. But it makes us soft. And it collects so much sweat. And you have to get it trimmed like every week. I could never. Who's getting their fur trimmed every week? Yeah, it's only about once every month or two. Most of us shed, so... Oh god, that's right, I forgot about the shedding. Last guy I tried dating left fur fucking everywhere. You guys should be required to carry some kind of lint roller or something. I think we should be offended. Water time. I had a feeling that Bruce was into guys, but I don't think it was ever fully confirmed before that point. I definitely feel like they had hinted at that very heavily. But yeah, he said it himself, right out of the dino's mouth. Don't dinosaurs shed their skin? Yeah, worst fucking month of the year. It's itchy and there's chunks of dead skin all over the place. It's hard enough to brush it all out of my bed, then I gotta vacuum. I thought birds molted year-round. Do I look like a fucking bird? Red leans over to whisper loudly. He's dodging the question. There's nothing to dodge, I'm not a bird. But I thought... He waves his claws flippantly. Yeah, I know, evolution and whatever. It's closer to like what snakes do. So you... Bruce clamps a hand over Red's muzzle and continues. Not a snake either. I don't have feathers to molt, so it all just kind of peels off. But I'll trade 1 month of hell over your furballs shedding all day, every day. I can feel you licking my hand, Red. It's not working. The hyena's ear folds down. I bet I can hear a giggle stifled under Bruce's grasp. I just spent like an hour trading sweat with you. A little mud slobber is nothing. But I bet those antlers are a bitch and a half to deal with. Bruce releases Red's muzzle and shoves him away playfully. I shrug. Honestly, I haven't grown them out since I was maybe 10. Even then, Mom had me trimmed every few months. Dad hated me getting them cut so short, but I kind of needed it for fighting. Alright, I'm going to pause it right there, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate the support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cage Silvermoon. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Amr. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to our ultimate tier anyway. If y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to our not safe for work content as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!